Oh man, listen guys, you're gonna have to strap in for today's episode because this is the craziest episode of upcoming sneakers we've ever done. We've got some last minute information about Yeezy Day. I have some exclusive info for the first time ever about Nike Sneakers Day. There's just a whole bunch of crazy and exciting stuff happening and we need to get into it. So let's just cut to the chase. Listen, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel because this is where you can stay in the loop. This is where you can always stay up to date with the latest information in the sneaker world. Feel free to chuck me a follow over on Instagram, and like every week, let's dive straight into the release recap. I've only got two drops that I kind of want to talk about. The first one is something that is still available, and that is the Union Cortez collaboration, the second installment. Pretty sure I secured both of them. They're just waiting to be shipped in, so I will unbox them and check them out. But yeah, guys, these things are definitely not in high demand. They are still sitting on the sneakers app. Now, also a pair that just dropped specifically here in the EU is one that I'm extremely excited about, and that is the UNC or the powder blue Jordan 1 Low. I swapped out the laces. How cool does that look? For you guys out in the US, a little update on when these are going to be dropping. It's September the 28th. And if you want any more information on these, I did a full review, so go check that out. We've just got too much to get into today. Let's just jump straight into the meat and potatoes. Yeezy Day. I made a video kind of everything you need to know about Yeezy Day. So we went over the drop list. We went over kind of the places that you need to be. Well, now we have some kind of finalized information because listen, it is right around the corner. So I'm not going to go through the entire lineup. If you feel unprepared, definitely go and check out my video that I did a couple days ago. That will give you everything you need to know. I'm over here on Instagram on Yeezy Mafia's page, and they posted this. Got a actual release calendar, so obviously Yeezy Mafia knows exactly what sneakers are going to be dropping. He's just blacked them out, which I think is pretty cool. It adds to the excitement of like, ooh, what is this? What's going to be dropping? So currently we have the Yeezy 450 Utility Black, and these are actually loaded up on the confirmed app, ready to go for August the 2nd. So you can enter the raffle if you want to. Also, the confirmed app does have a countdown timer to the exact start of Yeezy Day. The day's going to start off with the 450s, and then what looks like either a 700, maybe MNVN, that second one. Got a 350, a 500, a Yeezy Slide, a 700 V3, a 700, and then a 700 in full family sizing, which I would imagine is the high-res blue. Another 700 V3, two more Yeezy 350s, and if you take a look closely, after that pair of 350s, that is the turtle dove, or at least that's what it looks like. Then we've got a pair of foam runners, and then a pair of 350s in a full family size run, and then we've got another pair of foam runners, which we'll talk about in a minute, and then to cap it all off, we're going to get another 700, and then another pair of 450s. And also a little update if you weren't aware, the actual places where this is going to happen. Yeezy Day returns in North America, Europe, China, and for the first time in Japan and Korea. Either way, let's keep it moving. We've got some other Yeezy leaks that I do want to tell you guys, but first, let's just jump into some of the biggest news that hit, and that is this pair of sneakers right here. So this is the first looks at the actual pair of the Jordan 4 Ma Maniere that's coming this year. We were looking at these rendered images. We even had an actual pair of those online. Everyone was expecting that colorway to drop. However, now it is confirmed that this is the colorway that's going to be dropping. I gotta say, it does look really solid. I like this colorway. I'm not entirely sure whether I prefer the fake mock-up or this one, but this is definitely not disappointing for me personally. Got a sail outsole. The upper is all over brownish Bordeaux. No cracked leather, which I think some people will definitely be happy about. It keeps all of the premium details like the hang tag, the quilted sock liner, and the small little text on the back tab. Some people are already saying that this is sneaker of the year for them. So just to let you guys know, this is an incredibly hyped pair of sneakers. Either way, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this actual pair, and in terms of a release date, it is looking like November time this year. I'm pretty excited. Now, another little update which we have, which should be dropping right around the corner. I mean, we've seen this shoe leaked for the longest time. It is the Drake and Nocta collaboration on the most basic Air Force Ones. If you had a task to pretty much release an Air Force One and hardly change anything, this is what you would come up with. So these are the official images. Literally, this is identical to a pair of Air Forces. The only change I can see is the insole, so it says Nocta, and then of course the text on the midsole. So instead of saying Air, it says love you forever. Blink and you will miss this, but the only other difference is on the outsole, and it's these little parts here. This is basically just hearts instead of, what was it, diamonds that was on a regular Air Force One. You've also got some embroidery on the back back tab as well with the Nocta branding, but that's pretty much it. And listen guys, I have a hunch that this is going to be the most popular Drake shoe that's ever dropped. I know it's simple, I know it's plain, and I know it's hardly any difference to a regular Air Force One, but I just think that's what people want. People love all white Air Forces. It's literally the most popular sneaker, and hey, if you can work Drake in there somehow without changing very much, I think a lot of people are going to be going out for this one. Now in terms of a release date, we do not have one, so just at some point this year. Ma Maniere is not done with the 4s. They've also got another upcoming collaboration on a pair of 12s, and this is it right here. This is something that happened or got leaked a while ago, but I just didn't cover it last week because I forgot. Now the release date on this is November the 17th, which I guess if we know that the 4s are dropping in November, it might just coincide with the release and they drop both of these at the same time. Either way, this pair of 12s is certainly not bad. I mean, the materials look incredible. It's got like, what, leather laces or something, super nappy Bordeaux suede. The upper is all over suede as well, just much shorter. Let me know if you're excited for these. November the 17th. Let's keep it moving. Real quick, we got an upcoming pair of Dunks. It's a Soul Goods and Nike SB Dunk High. I mean, it looks pretty plain, and yet again, like, collaboration. I feel like we're getting a little bit desensitized to Dunk collaborations because it's happening all the time now. There's just so many Dunk collaborations. A lot of them are cool, but this is probably not one that I'm the biggest fan of. It just seems pretty plain, pretty meh. In terms of release date, this collaboration is hitting at some point this year. We don't have a specific date, but just at some point. Now, real quick, let's head back over to Yeezy so I can really finish off these upcoming leaks that we have specifically for Yeezy Day. This is the first one right here, the Yeezy Knit Runner Faded Azure. The main update is that this is going to drop on Yeezy Day. However, it is going to be a US exclusive. I'm not too mad, honestly. I wasn't really interested in this colorway, but yeah, that's the main update. Look out for this pair of knit runners if you're in the US. But some detailed images at a pair of shoes which I am actually pretty excited about. It's probably the craziest Yeezy foam runner that we have ever seen. Take a look at this here. This is the MX Carbon, which is just looking absolutely wild. And as we know, according to Yeezy Mafia, these are going to be dropping towards the end of Yeezy Day, so you can expect these sort of like afternoon, evening time. I just want to know your thoughts on this colorway. Is this something you like? Do you like Yeezy brand going crazier with the colors, or do you think they should kind of settle it down just a little bit and get some of those earth tones back? Either way, we are not done for Yeezy leaks because we have probably one of the most exciting pieces of news for a lot of you guys and me as well. Why not? The Yeezy foam runner Ararat is going to be restocking on Yeezy Day, according to Yeezy Influence. Yes, guys, the elusive Yeezy foam runner in the Ararat colorway that was a US exclusive, the first colorway of the foam runner to exist, is going to be restocking. Hopefully they don't make this another US exclusive. That would be pretty annoying. Let me know what you guys think about that, but let's keep it moving. Right, we got some nice, clean, official images of an upcoming Nike collaboration with Matthew Williams. The Nike Zoom 5 Clog, which is going to be coming in this crazy vault color. So I believe we saw some in-hand images of an actual like foam shoe. This is more of a slide, so I imagine they kind of drop at a similar time. These look very interesting because they look very rounded. I don't know if they're going to be massively popular. It really depends on the price point. I think if it's low enough, people might try it out. Either way, in terms of release date, again, we don't know exactly when. Apparently it's going to be fall 2022 for some reason. Like, why are these not dropping in summer? We got to talk about New Balance and their upcoming pair of shoes. Now, take a look at this here and tell me, what does it remind you of? It reminds me of the Balenciaga, I don't even know what they're called, the Runners. This is a collaboration between New Balance and Thisisneverthat. Typically, I've really liked what those two have collaborated on in the past, and I think this is actually a pretty solid pair. Not to mention that you would get these for a fraction of the price of an actual pair of Balenciagas. Either way, this collaboration is looking to drop on August the 4th. Very small update on the Jordan Clog. Probably one of the uglier clogs, let's be honest. This is called the System.23 clog, and it is now coming in a black colorway. We still don't have any real solid release date for these. We do have official images, so I would imagine they are dropping at some point very soon, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. According to House of Heat, these are going to be dropping this year, so keep an eye out. Listen, guys, if you thought talking about Yeezy Day and Nike Sneakers Day and the Ma Maniere 4s wasn't crazy enough, well, guess what? We've got some more news about Travis Scott. Take a look at this here. This apparently is the first look at the next Travis Scott Air Jordan High Reverse Mocha. So essentially it's coming in pretty much identical color blocking to the fragments that dropped. Obviously some people are gonna love this or hate it. It's got the reverse swoosh, which I think people will be very happy about, and it pretty much looks like the colors of that Mocha is almost identical to the actual Mocha Jordan 1s that dropped. It's really just, are people a fan of this color blocking? Because listen, you guys hated the freaking heritage ones, so I don't know, is this something that you guys are a fan of? I don't know whether this sneaker would look better with the reverse swoosh being sail instead of black. I can't really make it out. Either way, let me know your thoughts on this first look of this Travis Scott sneaker. And we're not finished just yet, because we got some other interesting information on Travis Scott sneakers. So take a look at this. This apparently is another first look of another pair of Travis Scotts. This is the AJ1 Low Reverse Black. But what's so interesting about this is that I kind of assumed this was the sneaker that was going to be dropping in November this year, that leaked and rumored gray Travis Scott that we've seen. But as you can tell, these are two very different colorways. So it looks like this one right here, this is the Phantom Gray. This is going to be dropping this year in December on the 15th. So that's pretty much set in stone according to most of these leakers. However, next year, this is what we're going to be getting, the Reverse Black. So it's pretty much like reverse mochas, but instead of the mocha, it's black. What that means is anybody who is, I guess, holding on to those reverse mochas and thinking the price is going to stay up, I imagine it starts to go down, especially when we get more and more colorways of these, I guess, low cut or just different Travis Scott Jordan collaboration. Now, to finish off today's episode, the final story, we got to dive into Nike Sneakers Day and talk about some of this exclusive information which I was given from actually a Nike employee who has reached out to me in the past and kind of told me a few things like stock numbers and stuff like that. However, this is kind of the first piece of information which I thought was like, damn, that's actually pretty exciting. So Sneakers Day for the most part has been pretty like boring. It's been pretty like everybody hypes it up in terms of all of these freaking cook groups and sneaker pages. They're like, yo, Travis Scott sneakers are coming back. They do this every single year, and what ends up happening is we get this, the freaking Safari Huaraches which dropped last year. What we know right now is this pair of Air Forces is going to drop. That is the 8th of August, which is Nike Sneakers Day. However, there is going to be one pretty exciting pair of sneakers that should be dropping on Sneakers Day, according to him, is the Air Jordan 1 Yellow Toe. What he said is that they might kind of load it up beforehand and kind of promo it a little bit, or they might just shock drop it. And he also said that apparently this is only loaded up for the EU as of right now. This is the information we have. It would make a lot of sense. We've already got official images. It would kind of be like, I guess, an exclusive access thing, or after one of their Nike sneakers live streams, they drop the pair of shoes. They'd be like, yo, thank you for hanging out with us. Here's a release of the Yellow Toes. Enjoy. That would be pretty awesome and would definitely make, I guess, Sneakers Day somewhat worthwhile, because this is an incredible pair of Jordan 1s that I know a lot of people are excited about. So if this ends up happening, and again, I can't confirm everything because again, I told you guys he's only reached out to me a couple times talking about stock numbers and stuff like that. This is the first time he has told me about an upcoming drop, which I think is very interesting. I thought it'd be worthwhile telling you guys because he is a Nike employee. Either way, guys, we made it. We made it to the end of what a freaking crazy episode. A lot of stuff to kind of process and get through. I want to thank you guys so much for coming through and hanging out with me for yet again another episode. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then,